Hey guys. Hey Eric. How are you? Go. Kind of try and finish off some scale work for the Gila monster. This one's not far off finishing. It's good. Just kind of trying to dry the. How's everything with me? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Almost finished this whole batch, so that's exciting to start planning new things. Thank you for the likes. Just trying to dry things before I mix up the batch. That'll do. That'll do. Thank you for all the likes. All right, so today, which side shall we do? Maybe this side. Maybe we do this side. Are you attaching? Yeah, one by one. Yeah, see. I did all of this yesterday, so it's not taking as long as a chameleon, but yeah, I have to sort of do it in batches and then let it dry so I can, sit it on the other side. Or maybe I should do the top. Maybe I should do the top half because that's a bigger space. I could do all that, maybe. It's it feels really nice. It's like a weird, I don't know, visual stimulation. Visual stimulation. If that makes sense. If people are into like visual. Oh, thanks. That's the same thing they did with the chameleon. Hey Sam, how are you? But yeah, obviously the chameleon took a bit longer because it was like the first one, so it was really a trial to see if it would actually work. But I'll try and mix up a bigger batch of this today. It's lagging? That's weird. My screen is looks okay. I don't know. Maybe try and go out and then come back in. I don't know. But this one is the acrylic medium paste. I'll try and do a little bit more, mix up a little bit more today. And then I'm looking forward to painting it. It's going to be fun. How much Mod Podge? Scrunkly bits. And then we got the Mod Podge. Let's see how that goes. We got the Mod Podge. So there's our mix. We mix it up. So it's a nice consistency. Fake taxidermy techniques. Gotta love those AI generated descriptions. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Now, I could like feed it in here, which is probably actually a better idea. Let's try feeding it in today. Oh, the end came off. All right, instead of trying to suck it up, let's just feed it in and see how we go. Probably end up getting more in there and I won't have to fill it up as much. Hopefully. That's the plan. I don't think there's ever a clean, neat way of doing this, filling up a syringe with paste. Maybe that. Get one more in there. Are you making a gila monster? Yes, I'm going to try and do the rest of the scale work on it. Well, not the rest, but done one side here. So I want to try and do the rest of, not the rest, but a good chunk of it. So, yeah, I'm doing the scales individually. You keep getting stuck on ads. I think the ads are like automatic sort of thing. That's really weird. How frequently do they come up? All right. Let's start off. With around here. Stuffed up the first one already, of course. Every 10 minutes. I've only been on for 8 minutes. Maybe like 5, really. Okay. I think this is a nice consistency. I'll just do like the first little section and then I'll swing it around so maybe you can see it a bit better. This isn't the best angle. Okay. Maybe this angle. So well, I'll probably just do like a straight run and then work from one side and the other side. Hi, Leanne. How are you? Do I enjoy making dolls? Yeah, 100%. 100%. I enjoy making little animals. I'm going to go this way. Start from here. I find it easy to go this way for some reason. So I'm trying to do them fairly close together, but you can't really put them like side by side because they end up blending into each other and just like making a big pull, if that makes sense. But you need to get this consistency right. So when you like tack it off, the little peak sort of pulls back on itself and ends up sort of settling into a nice little dome, like a soft little dome ball shape, if that makes sense. How long does it usually take to make one of those? It really just depends on the complexity of it. The poopy cat here, that took about between 20 and 25 hours. Whereas these lizards the reptiles tend to take a little bit longer. So the chameleon I made before this one is the same technique, took about 35 hours to make. But this one has taken a little bit less time, just because it's the second time I've done this sort of technique. Where's my pin tool? There it is. It's the second time I've done this sort of technique, so I sort of know what I'm doing a little better, and I can sort of go about it a bit better. But if I didn't wipe that in my eye. But yeah, they do take a bit of time. But I think this is like a nice little ASMR type. That's coming out too fast. Nice little AMSR type thing. Doing some dots. A little dot here. Okay, so that's a nice little string. Might just do a little bit on the tail here as well. So just go this way, even though I don't like going this way too much. I'm just going to go the other way. You get into a nice rhythm, though, which is nice. Ta-da! Good creative. Thank you. Thanks for the follow, guys. Okay, so maybe a little bit here. Hey, Goth Vampire. What am I making this time? I'm doing a gila monster. So I'm doing all the scale work for it, which is like the second last part of it. And then after I've done all this and it's up to painting. So I think that's the fun part, doing all the paint work. But I'm just trying to cover the seam lines. So I'll just start off doing the seam line bits, and then go from there. That's too much. Try and keep the little nozzle clean as well. Oh, thank you for the heart me. Much appreciated. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's Ivy Park Adidas crossover, whatever they did. Thank you. It's a very thick one. You're hoping to do an animal clay sculpture. Not sure if you'll add fur to make it an art doll. I mean, it's up to you. You can add like elements of fur to it. Okay. Keeps shooting out. Keep getting too much coming out. Too much. Yellow mustard. Oh, does it? Oh, thank you. Do I look good in orange? I look good in anything. Joking. Orange. Do I have many orange things? I actually don't have that many orange jackets. You could add some fur textures to the clay. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't actually have many orange jackets. I more go for patterns than colors, if that makes sense. I always go for a lot of pattern work if it catches my eye. I mean, I still go for colorful things, but yeah, I'll take a pattern over anything any day. No, you're blonde. You can wear color a lot easier. Yeah, right. I think it's the way you style it too, maybe. But I definitely get a lot of looks, a lot of comments with some of my outfits, definitely. But I'm big on Adidas, so that's the majority of my wardrobe is Adidas. Funnily enough. There's a company that they do collabs with a lot. They're called Farm Rio. They're my favorite stuff. Adidas Farm Rio collabs. They do a lot of the Brazilian company, and they do a lot of patterns and stuff. You wear holographic boots. Oh, really? Nice. You moved to the outback and got rid of. Oh no. Hey, I'm Melbourne too. I'm just gonna make that a big one. Every color. Yeah. I know what you mean. I used to have a good collection, but I don't wear them much. The tracksuit pants, that is. I'm a leggings gal. Cat sculpture girl. Is that what I've become? If I ever want to have, I'm usually in the cities every now and again. You're in Adidas leggings as we speak. Actually, I got Lululemon ones on at the moment, so I'm a little boring today. Yes, me at least. Covered in acrylic paint. That's okay. Nice texture. Gives it a pattern, you know. Are they squat proof? They are, yeah. They're pretty good actually. I mean, I've got lots of acrylic paint on a lot of my clothes I shouldn't have been wearing at the time. Oh, sorry, Goth Vampire. I was thinking of adding blah, blah, blah. What are you using to make the scale pattern? So I'm doing a combination of this acrylic medium, which is a Liquitex, like just acrylic medium, and a mixture of the Mod Podge, which is like a PVA. So that's all mixed in together, and yeah, put it in this little syringe with a really fine tip on it, and off we go. If I were to commission you to do a dog for Christmas present, you can shoot me a message at creaturesofnat.com. Just send me some photos and everything, and it's not a real dog though, is it? I just fake dogs. But yeah, just shoot me a message on there and send me some pictures and stuff so I can take a look. What type of doggy is it? Oh, thank you. Your work is incredible. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for the follow. Thanks, Hilda. I try. I try. Sometimes you get the little bristles from the brushing there. Leaves a little pointy point. He was a mixed breed, had a lot in him from the DNA test. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, just send me a message. I do offer payment plans too, if that's something that's needed. But yeah, Christmas times are far away, so that definitely gives a lot of time. But that's nice. I've done lots of people's pets before. We're making good progress on this. There's a nice little spiny ridge on there. There's always little bristle in there. Little bristle. We're poking up. Get out. I think it's definitely better putting a larger batch in the back of the syringe than trying to suck it up. Duh. Right? I mean, I probably should get a new brush because the bristles keep breaking off and then I have to pick them out. I'm trying to keep these all uniform. Nice. You'll get some photos and send them through. Yeah, that's okay. I'm pretty flexible with payment plans. I know not the cheapest things in the world, so yeah, I try and be like as flexible as possible. Oh, thank you so much. I totally feel underrated. Been doing this for so long and still don't get shown and seen. It's like, I get you, thanks. I think it's just social media really depends on if people like interact with the post and like share things. I think the sharing really helps, but yeah, just really dependent on that. And I think, because I don't sit there and be like, oh, can you like and share? Tap, tap, tap. Am I having fun? Yeah. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have fun. It's somewhat I don't know, cathartic is the word. Let's just go with that. Like what people would be like if they're into ASMR. We just do dot work. Okay. It does look relaxing. Sometimes it gets a little tired in the old fingertips, but that's okay. Just move on to something else, and that's why I have so many things on the go. Got too close with that one. So I do as much as I can with the scales. I think we're making good progress, but I reckon I'll need another 2 days to do the scale. So one for each side, I think. But I mean, I'll do as much now. But yeah, I'll need it to dry completely before I can, put it in a different position. So it's usually fine overnight. Oh, thank you for the rose. That's insane. Oh, thank you. Shucks. Roses. Oh, plural. Thank you. And thanks for all the likes. Okay. Going to a little bit here. Too close. Oh, thank you for the share, Katie. Much appreciated. Okay. Good progress. How long does it take for you to make a doll? It really depends. So generally it takes about 20 to 25 hours just for like a really basic one. But something like this gila monster or something that has a movable jaw, they take longer just because of all the extra little bits and pieces that need to happen. So I need to bake the jaws in like different sections. It's just a bit more work. So the chameleon that I did previous to this with the same technique, that took about 36 hours to make, just because the scale work just takes a long time, and sculpting the scales individually on the head and feet also take a long time. So yeah, generally about 25 hours, I would say, just for in general. But yeah, obviously some of them can be longer, some of them not so long. And I never time my stuff. I need to like actually properly time how long each doll takes. I just always forget. I always forget. I'm never I just do it because I like doing it. I like making dolls. There'll be a bit more sculpting coming up when I finish these last 3 dolls from this batch. That'll be a whole new lot of dolls coming, ready to sculpt. So one of them's Shiranui from Okami, the game, but that will be kind of like a personal collection doll. I thought maybe it's a good time to do some characters that I've always wanted to do and have never gotten around to actually making them for myself. So yeah, doing one from Okami was been on my to-do list for such a long time. And then after the Okami, like in the next batch, I want to do maybe Sea Smoke from House of the Dragon. I did a really big Drogon a number of years ago that I need to sort of revisit and redo the body on it, because I did it a long time ago. So I feel like I can redo the body and it'll be much better. So I don't know when I'm going to do that, but yeah, it's a really big doll. So I don't even know how I'll live that one. But yeah, I kind of want to change the armature in it. So that's going to be a monumental task. But yeah, I think it needs a bigger armature, so it's a bit more strength. So yeah, I'm going to revisit that as well. It is a pretty big doll, but yeah, I just think I can do the body a bit better than what I previously did for it. I think I made it like maybe 10 years ago. Thanks for the share, guy. I'm doing exercising. What sort of exercises are you doing? I need to do some of that. I need to get back into doing yoga. I used to do it like 3-4 times a week, but I just don't have the time. I don't have the time much anymore, but I really do. I feel like it's the one thing that actually helps your body. exercising's the worst. I agree. I hate exercising. Planking. I hate exercising myself. Actually, I don't mind doing yoga. It's just you need a good solid hour or something, which I don't have, to do a nice little session. But that definitely helps, yoga. I don't like strenuous exercise. I hate it. I'm not an exerciser. Not a fan. Not a fan. All right, so I think we're getting into the territory of starting to slide down the side of the doll. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit on the legs here. I'm going to do a little bit on the tail, but I think the side, yeah, I'll leave that till all of this is dry. And then, yeah, I'll do each side sort of individually. Looks good. It's like a visual. Look how visual that is. Okay. Do one more stretch. Sort of getting into a little bit too hard to keep doing this here. So I'll keep doing more over there, and then if we've got time, I might do a little bit of work on the lion, the male lion. He's I've got all the mane pinned up on him. He's ready for like the last little bit of sewing. Yay, sewing. And then I got the lady lion, the lioness as well. So that's ready for some sewing too, but that'll be the last one that I do. So I will finish the two, the gila monster first, and then the lions will be last. Okay, so that's about as much on that leg that I can do. Don't want to do too much down there. I'll do a little bit on this leg here. So I'm sort of incorporating it into the sculpted bits as well. So it sort of looks a bit more, incorporated. A bit more of a finished. Okay. I'll just do one there, and then I'll continue that when I can flip it around the other way. But I'll do a little more here. The syringe is like the best. It's got such a little tip on it, and it's like perfect. It's a little bit of bristle in there. Remind me to use a different brush next time. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thanks, guys. I find putting the syringe on the side sort of helps a little bit to, you know, get this little bubble, I call it, bubble off. So when I paint this, I'm going to do it in like two layers. So the first layer is going to be really watery, so like a watered down version, and that's so it all soaks into the fabric. It doesn't just sit on top, it soaks in. And then I'll go over the top with just normal non-watered down paint, and it'll sort of bring out all the details a bit better and make it a bit more vibrant. So yeah, I did the same on the chameleon, where I did a sort of a watered down version first to get it really soaked into the material, and then go in with some thicker paint that's not watered down, and yeah, really make it a bit more vibrant. Okay, that's looking good so far. Let's do part of the tail. Just going to move it over that way a little bit. I don't mind if the ones on the tail are a little bit bigger too, because I think they've got kind of bigger round dots, scales towards the back and on the back as well. But they sort of blend in when you start adding the colour on anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. It seems like a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but you know, it's all about the detail. Detail and realism, that's what we like. Someone has road rage. Thank you for the follow. Someone's got road rage in the background there. Beautiful. Fix this one. Yeah. Thanks for the likes. Oh, thank you for tofu. Oh, thank you. Perfect, right? Very fitting. Very fitting. Don't know why I started going this way for anyway. I think it's faster the other way. This one needs a bit more. Let's not go this way. Right. Do another row here. So I'm sort of just stopping where it starts rounding off too much. And then I'll do that once it's dry. Probably start from here. You're from Melbourne too? Yeah, me too. Twinsies. I don't actually get a lot of people from Melbourne in here. They're always from Queensland or New South Wales. But no one's ever from Melbourne. Why is that? I can. All right, probably leave it there for that side. Queensland and Melbourne, boo. I know, right? Totally overrated. Okay. So, doesn't that look nice? Let's do this side. What got me into doll making? It just sort of happened, really. I've always sculpted. I've always sculpted, mostly dragons a lot. It does look nice. It does, right? It feels nice when it's dry. I've always sculpted, and then I started putting like clay faces on top of like a kind of a teddy bear body. They didn't have an armature in it or anything. It was just like a teddy bear with a soft sculpture type thing. And then I started adding armatures to it, and I did a lot of fantasy things when I first started, but the last, I don't know, maybe 10 or so years, I've been focusing more on, not 10, that's a bit of a stretch, maybe 6 or 7 years. I've been focusing more on doing like fake taxidermy stuff or realistic animals. So I think that's what I kind of like the whole education around it, doing animals that people might not know of, or just, bringing attention to different types of animals and how important they are. So that's what I like doing, really. So it sort of, I guess it just evolved from nothing. Evolved from nothing. But yeah, I still do fantasy stuff every now and again, but it's not like my sole design anymore. There's so many nice animals, cool animals out there, so I like making them as realistic as possible as well. I think it gives you like a sense of pride or something, not using any animal products and making things look as realistic as possible. So yeah, just happened. Beautiful. It's going to be so cool when it's done. Oh, thank you so much. It's just taken a long time to get here, really. A lot of trial and error. Still trialing things, you know, trying to make things better, doing lots of improvements. This year I've been sort of challenging myself to do things that I neglected to make over the years. So that's why I'm trying to add a reptile to each batch that I make these days. And I need to try and do more birds as well. I've done heaps of birds, but there's certain techniques that I want to try to make more realistic feathers. So, another more time-consuming technique, but I think it'll look good. But I just need the time to experiment on a couple of different ways of doing it. I have an idea, but I just need to pick a bird and experiment. That's what I need to do. Because there's so many cool birds around as well. They're nice and colourful, which is what we like. We like nice colourful things. So many cool, like birds of prey, birds of paradise. They're cool. I did think of a series of the Bird of Paradise series. I think that'll be pretty cool. Could do some more dragons as well. Haven't done a dragon in a long time. Should be okay. So the next reptile I'm going to do is a leopard gecko. I like geckos. They're cute little faces. So I thought a leopard gecko would be a good candidate for this type of technique. I am trialing a couple of different techniques to do a rattlesnake. And I'm trying to, work my brain into how to make a rattle that actually sounds like the rattlesnake. I'm thinking maybe like a plastic container with ball bearings in it. I reckon that sort of sounds like a rattlesnake. Or maybe a rain stick. What's in a rain stick? I need to Google what's in a rain stick. That sounds kind of rattlesnake-esque. Do they have miniature rain sticks? I want to make the rattle. I've never even Googled what's in a rain stick. That's my task for today. Find out what's in a rain stick. I'm assuming they're just like little ball bearing type things. Thank you for the likes. Oh no. Of course I brushed it onto here. Yesterday I did a good one. I smudged like a whole batch, a whole section. I had to redo, so that was cool. Let's redo these little bits. Luckily they sort of tacked off, but I'll just redo it. Okay. Let's clean some of these ones up. A bit more round. I reckon maybe possibly one more little row before it starts running downhill. What are you making that looks cool as? It's a gila monster. So weird little look. Kind of. It's a gila monster. So it's an art doll or a fake taxidermy piece. So we're doing each scale individually here. So I've done the underside of it. Sort of just finishing off this little section up here. And then I'm going to wait for it to dry before I can do either side. Otherwise they smudge. So I'm going to try and get as much done here as possible. And then leave it to dry overnight and then probably, hopefully, try and finish one side tomorrow. I don't think I'll get the whole thing done tomorrow. I think there's another 2 days in this. Because, yeah, we just need to leave it to dry overnight. So I think there's another 2 days wait with this one. And then we can paint it, which is my favourite. All the detail work. Can you make a bunny? Yeah, I've made heaps of bunnies. Lots of bunnies before. All right, I'm going to do the seam on this. I've done heaps of like people's pets, bunny pets. But yeah, I've done quite a few bunnies in my time. With the clay parts, how do you stop them from cracking when you bake the polymer clay? I've never had an issue with them cracking. Does yours crack? Maybe your oven might be too hot. But I've never, I generally bake on a low temperature. But I mean, it tells you what to bake it at. But maybe your oven might be too hot. But I've never had a problem with my clay cracking in the oven. It's the string. So I'll just do like these little leg pieces, and then I might do some sewing on the lion, on the male lion, the Malay. So that's probably like 70% done too. Once I sew up the mane, I'll just need to add like the fur on the face and the feet. I just need to fix up a few things on the legs because I sort of raised the leg height a little bit. So I added a few more bits of the armature on it. So I'm just going to revisit the legs to sort of redo the bottom section of it. Thanks for the follow. And then it's ready for airbrushing. It's exciting. And then we've got to do the sassy lioness. Okay. Do one more line down here, I think. And then I'll do the rest while it's on the other side. Okay. Don't want to move this too much because I don't want to. I got so much left. I made too much. I made way too much. That's fine. What kind of pet is that? Which one? This one or this one? The one I'm working on is a gila monster, which is a type of venomous lizard. It's a really nice black and orange color. So when I get to the paintwork, I'm just going to freehand the design. So it'll be fun. Yep. Your cousin has a gila monster? Is that possible? I'm just incorporating the dots on the clay part to make it look a bit more combined. Powers combined. Captain Planet. Don't like this one here. Big one. It used to happen a lot when you made small clay pieces. Yeah, I would say maybe your oven was too hot. She found one in the woods. Oh, geez. Well, they're venomous, so I'd be careful with that. Can I buy one of my dolls? Yes, I do have a shop. It's creaturesinat.com. There's a bunch sitting in there waiting, and I do offer payment plans. I even think there might be a bunny in there. A pink one. Hi, Imogen. How are you? Oh, thank you. The pooping cat. Or this weird dot texture. Everything. Well, that's nice. Just trying to do as much as I can here today on this little bit that isn't round. Everything. going to do a couple of rows here while I can. What type of lizard is that? This is a gila monster. I'll show you in a second. This one's a gila monster. It's all wet, so I can't really hold it that well, but it's a gila monster. So I've done the back, the underside as well. So I don't have all that much to do on this, but I have to let this dry before I can move on to the side pieces. So yeah, thanks for the follow. Glad you got that cat now. There's or at least one clean. You dickhead. Look, I don't mind those jokes, but you're a dickhead. How hard is it to make art dolls? You'll make art, just give it a go, you know. It takes some time to learn all the techniques and to come up with just a way of doing things. So it'll definitely be frustrating, but you just got to persist in it. Give off, I wear back the front. Come on, Amelia. You know better than that. Are you really a lady? Looks cool. Thanks, Jellyfish. This is a nice live here, mate. It's supposed to be on girls' sides. Not the man side. Maybe you're a man posing. What animal would I recommend first? Definitely something simple. I wouldn't suggest a rodent. I think they're quite difficult because their mouths are really on a really weird angle, and I personally have trouble with it. They're one of my gripes, rodents. Maybe a dog or a wolf or a cat. Something easy, I think. I wouldn't recommend a bird. They're quite difficult. Yeah, maybe a dog or a cat. I think they're pretty simple, and like you see them a lot as well, so you know what they look like. Maybe a deer. They're not bad. It's just the antlers that are a bit of a, because they're so like long and thin, so it makes it fragile. So they're probably the biggest gripe with a deer. Could make a female deer though. Or a bear. Bears are pretty good. How much are they? It really depends, but generally we're in the $5.50 US, so that's about $8.30-ish Australian. Plus the shipping, but I do offer payment plans to sort of make it a bit easier because it's not the most achievable price, but that's just where we at that. That's just where they're sitting at the moment. Why not get two? Yeah, so I know they're not the cheapest of things, but Sculpey's really jacked up their price and make up their blocks smaller, of course. The materials are quite expensive. I know I shouldn't have to justify, but, you know, sometimes you have to explain it. How many do you sell a month? It really depends. It really varies. So sometimes it'll be like crickets, nothing for a long time, and then all of a sudden there's like this rush. So it just really depends. It depends if people want commission for one. So yeah, there's no like, I haven't noticed like a set pattern. It's just like whatever. And like since COVID, it's gotten really a lot more difficult to sell things as well. And then I think with this bullshit tax thing that Trump's done as well, I think that's going to make it harder on everybody. So a lot of my followers are Americans. A lot of my buyers are Americans. So I think that's really going to stuff things up. But yeah, I try and market as a gift, so it's not like merchandise. And then, I think it will work with the tariffs. I don't think lately anybody's had to pay any tariff on it. But, what is the most that I've sold a month? Maybe like 5. I know it doesn't sound like much, but I mean, there's a lot of work in them. It's only now that I've got like a stock of them. But yeah, it was very much like a week to week type thing. But it's definitely slowed down since COVID. Yeah. You were thinking of a dog. Where would you recommend to get supplies? I've got some in my shop, not a whole lot, but probably like your local craft store. They should have a lot of like fabrics, glues and all that sort of stuff. Polymer clay you could probably get at any sort of craft store. I've got like a couple of things depending on where you are in the world. I'm in Australia, so it's probably a lot cheaper for you to get it if you're in the States or something. That's good, you mean? Yeah. But just try like your local craft stores and stuff to get things. If you're in Australia, I get a lot of stuff from Spotlight, but only when they have sales on, because they always have sales. Don't buy it full price. Just wait. They'll have a sale eventually. You're in Melbourne? Yeah, me too. But just wait. Just wait until Spotlight has a sale. They always have sales on. Never buy it full price. The armatures are a little bit more difficult to get. I do stock them in my shop, but I get them from a wholesaler, which can be a little bit difficult because you need like an ABN and all that bullshit. And then they have like a minimum, and then you're going to pay import duties and blah, blah, blah. I'm getting so many people from Melbourne today. I never get people from Melbourne. It's always from Sydney or Queensland. Those bloody cities. Well, I don't think I'm going to get to the lion today, which is fine. We just want to get as much as this done. Well, I've got like a super batch mixed up. Super batch. That looks nice. You love the cat you got. This is the poopy kitty with a poopy face. Yeah, Queensland's a bit how you going. Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely. I mean, they're fine, but yeah, I know what you mean. How you going? Sometimes there's good ones, sometimes not so much. Not so much. Aussie from Queensland. Sorry. See, so many Queenslanders. So many Queenslanders. Try Spotlight. Yeah, just wait till they have a sale. Their Sculpey isn't the cheapest, but they do have sales on. If you get, it's probably good if you try Officeworks for Sculpey. Sometimes they have cheap, like big packs. Yeah, Officeworks tends to have some good Sculpey. But sometimes they're like online only as well. So just have a look on their website and see if the store near you has stock. Not to promote, but otherwise I've got like a Amazon storefront that has like a list of crap that I use. A list of crap. List of handy crap. You got friends from all over. Some are sweet, but some Queenslanders are a bit born to be wild. Are they like the Surfers Paradise type ones? Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. Might do a little bit more here. Queensland doesn't agree. My hair doesn't agree with Queensland. It's just like frizz central. Frizz central. I think it's looking pretty good. Just trying to get as much done now so I don't have like a whole lot to do tomorrow, which I don't think I'll be able to do a lot of them. Just have to roll it on the side, then I can do one side. And Brisbane Wonder Hoons. Yeah, Red Bull for breakfast. I like that list of crap that I use. I should just call it, here's the list of crap that I use. But yeah, sometimes I get a lot of stuff from AliExpress too. Crap list. The shit list. The shit list. No, we family friendly here. Family friendly. Family friendly. Crap stack. Thanks for the follow, Poppy. Hello. Welcome to the weirdness. You'll take a look at my crap list, my shit list. Yeah, there's not everything in there, but there's some stuff. I didn't even know how Amazon lists work. You thought it was a real cat? No, it's a little fake one. Very steady cat though. Syringing on 1,000 scales. Oh, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's a bit tough on the fingers, but I don't mind it. You know, me my bright ideas. It looks realistic though, and it feels nice when it's dry. Not to be a total weirdo, but hi, Grace. But we weird here. That's what we do. We do weird stuff. All weirdos welcome. I should just call it Weirdos Welcome. That looks good, thank you. They do it on Spider-Man suits. Oh, yeah? Is the list in your bio? It's on my, yeah, if you click on the links page, it takes you to like a whole list of links, like my social media and stuff. And I think pretty sure it's on there on the bottom, in the bottom section. Unless I've linked it wrong. I'm pretty sure I did though. It's only a recent thing. But yeah. How long you do like making dolls, or this one in particular? I've been doing this for 13 years. Making weird little creatures or animals. And this one, we're probably about 20 hours so far to do this little gila monster. But yeah, we're trying to get as much scale work as we can done today. I have to leave it to dry overnight to do both sides. Okay. All of them are so cute. Oh, thank you. You found it, the little bunny. Honey bunny. He's cute. Oh, he's a cute little one. He's just a lib guy. Oh, no problem. When is your birthday? Do I have any pets? Yeah, I got a kitty, of course. She's Burmese. She's a brown Burmese. Brown Burmese with an attitude. Oh, she's not too bad. She's a pretty gentle cat, actually. But a control freak and very dramatic. September 26th. Nice, nice. Remember I made this little black and white bunny and it was so cute. I didn't want to let it go, but it was for someone. A little black and white bunny. I think I'm a sucker for like black and white things. It's such a nice combo, I think. Okay, they're tacked off. Thanks for the follow. Oh, thanks. But sometimes you make dolls and then it's kind of hard to let them go, certain ones. Other ones, like I'm sick of seeing them. Your cats are right next to me. Cute. I'm definitely doing more cats. I think I'm going to do an orange one. I'm going to do like in the next batch of 3 because I did 3 for each batch. I'm going to do an orange one. And then I don't know. I haven't decided on the other ones. I did want to do an Abyssinian, but I need to find the right faux fur for it. Thanks for the follow, son. I know I said I was going to stop like ages ago, but here I am still going. I want to get it done. I want to get it done so I can paint it. Don't know if I can move that. Maybe a tiny bit. Well, it's gone through that whole tube, which is good. You love my hair. It's a bit old, you know. I've rocked this hair for a while, but thank you. No other style suits. I don't think. And my hair's like really thin, so like I can't do much with it. It either just drops or I don't have enough. You thought the cat was real. That's the plan. Real poopy cat. Got a stop motion coming up with the poopy cat. What are we making? Looks cool. We're making a gila monster. The look. Gila monster. So we're doing all the scale work on it. Trying to get as much done today. But yeah, my bright idea, doing each scale individually. Go me. Thank you. Whoops. Go me. So cute. Thank you. sometimes we just have to help the bead actually turn into a bead. But I think we're getting as much done as possible on here. What we got? A bit more here. Don't like going this way. Feels odd. Just saw my video with the pooping cat. The stop motion. Gotta have a bit of sense of humour. It was for all those people that didn't like my medieval cat with the butthole. Good afternoon. Right on the dot, huh? You should make a dog. I've made heaps of dogs. Made heaps of doggies. But I'll definitely be doing more doggies. I'm going to do a medieval dog too, just to keep the dog people happy, you know. Can't have them getting jealous of the cats. No, I haven't actually. I don't have any on me because they've all gone to their homes, but I do have pictures of them on my website. Challenge accepted. Well, joke's on you because, you know, I ain't got much time left. That sounded morbid. I think we did good progress on this today. Not bad. Good size. I mixed up way too much. See you, Grace. Should do crypto stuff as well as Mothman, Bigfoot. Yeah. No, I don't think people would be into that. I suppose that would be, right? You never know if like someone like Disney or DC or Marvel are going to come after you either. Just because they'd have like some obscure copyright thing. Hey, you can't make unicorns with wings on them. We own that copyright. We own that copyright colour. All that shit. Beat the little ones down, you know. All right. Yeah, exactly. Disney. Anything with an alien, we copyright the word alien. All right. I should copyright pooping cats. I should. That weird cat girl, action cats. Copyright the action cats. All right. I've pushed my luck today. So tomorrow I will try and finish as much as I can on at least one side of the Gila monster. My fingies are getting sore. Anyway, so tomorrow I'll be on again at about 12:30 till 2ish, doing some dots, that exciting stuff. And then I'll probably have time to do a bit of work on the lion as well, because I can't see that taking up the whole live. But anyway, I thought it'd really like to know how the cat is standing like this. It's just an art doll. It's got an armature inside, so it's fully posable. But yeah, anyway, YouTube, I'll catch you later.